So, my brother asked me to make him a deadlifting barbell, and after some research I got why. These things are expensive, like 300 to 400 bucks for a proper one, with used ones almost not available as demand is high with people building home gyms. So, challenge accepted. Let us make our own, hopefully cheaper. I compiled a price breakdown at the end of this video to see whether I was successful. Stick around. For the handle I used the steel tube. I started with the knurling to have a better grip. I went for a very shallow pattern, which is normally undesired, but in this case I just wanted to avoid rough edges, which you get if you do it the right way. It also adds a lot of stress on the material if you force the knurling wheels half a millimeter into the metal. The tube would bend away a lot with the current setup. Next up were the endpieces with a 50mm plate adapter to fit standard sized plates. In addition to the bore for the handle, I also added a thread to fit an adapter for smaller plates. The part was first roughed with the dull side of an insert and then finished using a brand new one. Last thing left to do was combining the pieces, and as I am an incredible welder, there was only some reworking required. The barbell turned out nice and sturdy, so onto the plates. My cutoff tool reached its limit, barely held down with 2 screws. The setup was not the best, leaving a smell of melted polymer in the workshop. The connector flange has a big 51mm adapter hole in the middle with a circular pattern to connect to M12 threads. I messed up the distance of these holes by quite a bit, as I mistook a radian for a diameter. Luckily it was miscalculated by so much that the correct holes still had space. Polymer is quite the material to work with, as it constantly clogs up cooling systems and wraps around your tools. So a M00 between tools is almost a requirement to clean up stuff. The machine had a tool change failure. I had no clue what happened, so I switched up the slot and continued as usual. No end mills were harmed in the making of this video. Here is the price breakdown. I spent less than a quarter on making one myself. The total price for me was far lower than the price here, as I used a lot of leftovers. Barbell prices are kind of inflated right now, and the prices on the right are for some of the cheapest ones I could find. It is also worth mentioning that I spent a whole weekend machining it. The whole thing weighs around 95 kilograms and was overall a fun project. Subscribe for more.